Good afternoon, 4 p.m. East African time here in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for keeping it TV47 as I get you informed on the latest at this hour. My name is Sheilar Chelangat and we begin now. President William Ruto's 4-day development tour of the Ukambani region has been warmly received by residents who say they are eager to see his development agenda take shape across the counties. Led by UDA youth leader Moses Munyalo, young people in the region have appealed to the president to hold a formal dialogue with them during his visit. They say the youth are ready to play an active role in driving the transformation and growth of the Ukambani region.
Nataka kukaribisha rais na serikali yote ya Kenya Kitui. Sisi ni watu wenu. Ile kura tulipiga ya 80,000 hapa Kitui. Tuko ready, tunawakaribisha mkuje Kitui, mtembee, tuongeleshane na nyinyi. Sisi tuko ndani ya serikali na tunajua umuhimu wa serikali. Wandarika wote wa Kitui, sisi tukue na time na wewe. Sasa ninaitisha appointment direct. Appointment na wewe president.
Tunaomba watu wa Mbeere North. Ninyi mnaona vile president anafanya kazi na deputy wake Kindiki. Kila saa president anashinda kusema vile ambavyo mdogo wake anamfanyia kazi vizuri. Sisi tunawaomba watu wa Mbeere North, mjue ya kwamba sisi watu wa Kitui tumeamua kufanya kazi na Kindiki na president wetu. Na hatutaki Kindiki akuwe na kazi kubwa ama ngumu. Tunataka President Ruto next election akae na Kindiki, wapange siasa ya Kenya. Na vile tumeona Kindiki akifanya kazi, hatutaki kuachilia Kindiki. Kwa hivyo candidate wa UDA pale Mbeere North, tafadhali watu wa Mbeere North, muhakikishe ya kwamba kiti imeenda mahali ambapo president amesema wakiwa na Kindiki.
Tendo yale ambayo President Ruto amefanya Ukambani hatunjaona tangu independence. Na tunataka watu wawe wanaogopa Mungu. Usipoogopa Mungu utakuwa na laana kwa Mungu, kwa maana ukweli ni Ruto amefanyia Wakamba kazi. Stadium ile tumeona pale ya kimataifa hatunjaiona tangu independence. Tumeona State Lodge hapa. Hiyo kitu hata atuelewi ni kitu aina gani.
All right, and away from that, the Justice and Freedom Party of Kenya has unveiled a comprehensive plan aimed at reducing the national debt from the current 70% of the national income to 45%. The party says the strategy focuses on eliminating wasteful government expenditure, strengthening oversight on public borrowing, and enhancing domestic revenue collection through improved tax compliance and promotion of local industries.
What defeats this gentleman from restructuring his debt? He has refused because some of them are odious debts and some of them are benefiting from those debts. And that's why, number 3, as Justice and Freedom Party, we promise to form a commission to review all those debts. And as we review the debts, meanwhile we are producing and restructuring, I assure you, the debts that we are servicing right now, even simple intelligence can reduce it, not only to 35%, but to 45%. It's very practical.
And intern teachers in Kericho County are calling on the Teachers Service Commission, TSC, to confirm them to permanent positions before their contracts expire. Led by Kericho Kupet Branch Chairperson Mary Rotich, the teachers say they have worked diligently for an extended period without full employment benefits. They have warned that they will not return to classrooms if the government fails to honor its promise of confirmation.
Today we are here just to remind Teacher Service Commission that there are interns who are employed on internship, the science teachers, that are yet to receive any communication from the commission. Their term of service is coming to an end, and yet there is no one who has told them anything. We want to hear only one voice, and that voice is confirmation of the interns.
Power!
Confirmation power!
Power!
They have done that faithfully for 1 year.
Yes.
Their contract is coming to an end.
Yes.
And so far, They are worried because there is no communication, nothing from the Teacher Service Commission.
We want to ask the government to come clear and tell the Kenyan teachers that the Ministry of Education is saying there is no money, and the Ministry of Treasury is saying they will confirm us. Let them come out and tell us the truth, because we want confirmation now. Our business is confirmation, and if it is not confirmation, it is confirmation. Confirmation power! Comrades power! Interns power!
And Migori County is gearing up for the 5th edition of the Piny Luo Cultural Festival, scheduled to take place from December 14th to 16th, 2025. Governor Ochilo Ayako says preparations are in high gear for the 3-day celebration of Luo heritage, unity and creativity. Themed Honoring Heritage, Uniting Generations, this year's event will be the first festival without its longtime patron, the late Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, offering a moment to reflect on his legacy and inspire future generations to preserve Luo culture and identity.
Hosting the 5th edition of Piny Luo, and in addition to that, Migori will be hosting cultural extravaganza. The basis of doing a cultural extravaganza is to celebrate the diversity in Migori.
I, the chairman of Luo Council of Migori County, it is today, unfortunate day, that we are going to announce Luo, Piny Luo, which was supposed to be conducted by all Luos in all countries in Migori County.
I'm the Secretary of Luo Council of Elders, Migori County, Joshua Oluocho Gango. First and foremost, let me take this opportunity to thank the county government and the officials who actually made the day today so that we can meet and discuss matters pertaining to the Piny Luo, which is coming here in December. Now, it is very important that this Piny Luo is for the unity of the Luo worldwide. It is not only for the Migori people, but the Piny Luo which is going to be conducted here will have all the Luos living in the whole world.
And the Kenya government has held a high-level meeting with officials from the New Brunswick province, Canada, to expand cooperation on labor mobility and employment opportunities for Kenyan workers. According to Labor and Skills Development Principal Secretary Shadrach Mwadime, Canada has opened new job opportunities for Kenyans across multiple provinces. He added that the government has, over the past 2 years, reduced the number of recruiting agencies by half, from 1,200 to about 600, to eliminate fraudulent agencies exploiting job seekers. The talks also explored ways to strengthen oversight, improve training and streamline recruitment processes for Kenyans seeking jobs abroad.
As you're well aware, Canada is experiencing a declining population, an aging population. The average age is 45 years. Kenya, on the other hand, is experiencing a youth bulge. 75% of our population is comprised of those who are 35 years and below. And therefore, with the many job opportunities that are opening up in the various provinces in Canada, we felt it wise that we invite them to come and appreciate the curriculum that we have, the kind of training that we give our young people, so that immediately after they are through with their course, they can then be able to access the Canadian labor market. We are made to understand that the medical sector in Canada is in need of a number of nurses, doctors, technicians, health technicians, and the like. And the same also with the construction industry.
We have a need for labor, and we understand in Kenya there is in some cases a surplus of labor. We have a very old demographic in New Brunswick. Our average age is 45. I understand the average age in Kenya is much below 35, and in many cases is 18 or 19. So we're here to explore partnerships between healthcare professions, skilled trades and construction, as well as education and early childhood educators. And those are our three priorities in New Brunswick, Canada, and we're here to talk to Kenya about future frameworks and partnerships around mobility. We understand the President of Kenya has an interest in labor mobility for Kenyan citizens, and we have an interest in attracting people to Canada and to New Brunswick to work in those various fields.
And leaders from the Democracy of Citizens Party, DCP, are urging political unity, warning that continued divisions among leaders threaten the country's progress and development. Speaking during a meeting in Embu County, the party's chairperson, Justice Munene, called on leaders to set aside their differences and work together for the benefit of citizens. The DCP leadership also urged young people to embrace peaceful politics and uphold ethical leadership values, echoing sentiments recently shared by former President Uhuru Kenyatta, who appealed for national cohesion and an end to divisive politics.
Na tumwele sisi kama wanachama wa DCP tunamuunga mkono ya kwamba watu wote washikane na tutashikana pamoja kwa sababu adui ni moja, na adui yote tunajua ni yule ambaye ameangusha uchumi, yule ambaye amekataa biashara ifanyike, yule ambaye ameua watoto, yule ambaye amesabaratisha kila kitu. Huyo ndiye adui, na tutashikana sote, mdogo mkubwa, kila mtu atakuwa the same, na tutashikana wote kuhakikisha ya kwamba 2027 si ati anaenda nyumbani, anakimbia nyumbani.
And Kenafric Beverages and Bottling Limited has once again made waves in Kenya's beverage industry after its flagship product, Steam Energy Drink, was named the most preferred energy drink in Kenya during the 6th Kenya Beverage Awards. The company also bagged the Best Beverage Manufacturing Company Award, a recognition it says reflects its resilience and innovation through the challenges brought by the COVID-19 pandemic. Company representatives attributed their success to teamwork, adaptability, and consumer trust, which helped sustain growth despite economic slowdowns and supply chain disruptions.
With people that are putting their brands outside the market there so that it can be add value and also create wealth and also maybe even generate the money that we want.
As a group, we truly believe in the potential of this country, and we see ourselves as part of the fabric and the nation-building duty that we have of creating opportunities and inspiring generations.
Over the years, I think some of our success that we've seen, and we appreciate some of the companies in the house, we've had companies like Zorro rebrand their logos. If you see some of the Zorro's water, you'll see they make sure they put a mark on their awards that they've won. I think that's really, really good.
All right, and let's get sporty. Kenya's under-17 national football team, the Junior Stars, is stepping up preparations ahead of the CECAFA under-17 AFCON qualifiers set to take place from November 15th to December 2nd, 2025 in Ethiopia. Drawn in Group A alongside host Ethiopia, Somalia, South Sudan and Rwanda, the Junior Stars are targeting a strong campaign as they battle for a coveted slot in the 2026 Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. The technical bench says focus remains on team cohesion, fitness and tactical discipline, with the players expressing confidence in their ability to represent Kenya with pride on the regional stage.
Actually, after the selection of the players, whereby the criteria was to look at their technical ability, because the tactical ability is something a coach can input. So we have been trying to find a bond in play, and when I say a bond in play is to try to connect the positions, to try to connect the individuals and see where else can they work better.
It was a lot of work that was put in. Of course, we had like a week or so of training and 2 test matches. So it's just a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and making the final squad, I was so happy, because it's a dream for every 17-year-old to represent their country. So it was just, I was over the moon, my family was over the moon, my friends were so happy for me.
And the KCB women's volleyball team has ramped up training ahead of the new Kenya Volleyball Federation season, which kicks off this December. The defending KVF champions are aiming for a dominant start as they prepare for an opening showdown against longtime rivals Kenya Prisons. Adding depth to their squad, the team has welcomed the return of star attacker Mildred Cherop, whose experience and power are expected to boost their title defense campaign. The KCB technical team says training has been ongoing since August, focusing on fitness, teamwork and consistency ahead of what promises to be an exciting new season.
Team. Today we had our luncheon as we usher in the new season, and the team is very well prepared. The team, all the players are in good shape. The new players we acquired last season, they have already settled in the team and they are doing their best. They are doing well, and they have already gelled with the team in preparation for the beginning of the league in December. So the team is in good shape, and the morale is also high. We are just ready for the task ahead of us.
That was on 20th August for this coming season, and I'm happy to report that the players are in good shape and no injuries so far, and we are ready to go. Come on, the league starts on 12th, 13th and 14th at Kasarani. So I'm hopeful that we're going to perform very much better than how we performed last season.
All right, that concludes News Now at 4 p.m. with I, Sheilar Chelangat. Of course, more of those stories in our subsequent bulletins at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. To enjoy the rest of your viewership, good afternoon.